Thank you to Astepro for sponsoring this video. It's a nasal allergy spray that I've been a loyal customer to for quite some time now. Tell you more about them in just a little bit, Reject Nation. Hello, Governor. Hi. We get a lot more UK followers now. Now we're covering Doctor Who. So now we're going to tend to all of you. This is Americans honouring all of our UK fans.
That's right. Cheerio, pip pip, tally ho.
Sweep your chimney or wheel.
A couple of tuppence worth for your trouble.
Got some fish and chips, mate.
A biscuit, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, boy. We honour everyone around the world. We're not these ignorant, dumb Americans like everyone else thinks we are.
Honoring my heritage partially.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch Doctor Who, episode something or another. I've been really enjoying this show. This guy hasn't been. That's on you.
I hate everything.
I don't know what to expect from this. That's part of the fun of Doctor Who. Is it going to be a wacky one? Is it going to be a serious one? Ladies and gentlemen, take a sonic screwdriver to that like button. And while you're at it, click that other button so you can subscribe and click that notification bell because we're clearly covering this whole season. Thanks to Prepper for editing this down, making us look all right in the process. And thanks to all of you who have been following us at our Patreon page. Over there, you get the full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy. We've also kind of made that a little bit better for everyone as of late. And we also cover several things over there exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. Are you ready to venture off into time and space?
Let's
wibbly
go,
wobbly.
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Wow.
This is where he regenerated.
Yeah.
We are in Wales!
How can you tell?
Oh, that smell, that green, that coastline, Ruby.
Well, you were dressed perfectly for the occasion.
Yeah.
I've been to Wales twice. I went to see Shy Girl
Oh.
in Cardiff, and then I went to Mumbles when I was about 16 because of a boy. I think I broke his heart, but there you
Oh,
go.
bless him. Mind you,
Bless his soul.
Roger Gwilliam, the most dangerous prime minister in history, he led the world to the brink of nuclear... Wait, what year are you from?
2024.
Oh, he was 2046. Sorry, spoilers. Forget I said
Spoilers!
Oh.
I hope they paid that off in like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
It's a circle. Someone made this.
It's like a big dream catcher.
Oh, it looks like something made by children, doesn't it?
Probably dead children.
Bird schools.
They're after me, Lucky
Hey, there's
Charms.
messages, look. I miss you. That's all it says.
Someone lost a child?
Rest in peace, Mad Jack.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Former lover?
Are we not going to get an actual credit sequence this episode?
No, John, it's the prologue, then we go into the credit
Alright,
sequence.
don't
They
be doing
did
that
it.
to me.
John,
They did credits.
you're
though.
right. You're right.
They did different
You
credits.
might be right.
And now the doctor's missing. Everything's different today.
Hey, it's locked. You've locked it from the inside.
Horror episode.
I hope you're not having a pee around the back.
Does the doctor pee? Does he have 2 bladders? Whoa.
That's
Have
creepy.
you seen my friend? He was here. He's just...
Whoa. Double
Is she
toil and trouble.
sign languaging?
It's about to become one of those like British crime series.
Okay.
She's doing stuff with witchcraft.
Oh, that tree.
Are you a part of this? What have you done? Did you do this? Where's the doctor?
She just go, I don't know.
She's repeating some sort of spell or mantra.
What if that's Ruby and she's stranded here from the future?
Oh, look out. I mean...
Guys, one of these days I'm going to get a theory right.
I mean, they've got to do one like that at some point.
I mean, she's repeating it. She's repeating the behavior.
Yeah, it's like a
She's
mantra
like in a
or
loop.
spell. Yeah. This is very Twilight Zone-y thus far.
She's doing this. She's like answering something. Man, she travels.
Yeah, something on her wrist and the gesture.
I like it because you have the stakes so that you could just get pushed over the cliff. I love ocean waves. It could always be beautiful but eerie at the same time.
Snow. Is that your snow?
It's
Or
gotta be your
incidental snow?
No, it's gotta be your snow.
Hello there.
Judo chop!
Where is that? Down there, what is it?
Oh, that's Gatwick.
I haven't met you before.
Well, I don't think so. Have you?
Huh?
Could you help me? That
What?
woman over there, do you see her?
Of course I can.
She's following me. Think I may have trespassed or something. I don't know, but could you just tell her I'm sorry?
Sorry for what?
Huh?
Oh, could you ask her if she knows the doctor?
Do you need a doctor?
No, but can you just ask? I'll try.
She's so sprightly. She seems familiar, but also I feel like a lot of British actors just all seem familiar.
She's gonna start repeating her movement. That's spooky.
Whoa. What?
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
creepy. Fear of the unknown.
Ooh, and even that shot there, it's like the sea is eating away at the cliffs and the sky is being kind of encroached upon by the rest of the plateau there.
Yeah, and it's pretty.
It's also very pretty. It looks beautiful. It's a great ad for trips to Wales.
Why don't you just confront her, Ruby?
Yeah, go punch her in the face.
I've never walked into a bar where everyone looked at me when I walked. Happens a lot of movies and shows, though.
I don't suppose I'm a bit stuck.
There's a lot of these like single close-ups on her in this. Very M. Night Shyamalan-y.
Good pull.
Can I pay with my phone?
Pay with your phone? How do you pay with your phone?
Oh, well, it's sort of like online banking.
Oh, they don't know what year they're in.
But the phone can transfer money from my
Is it the
account.
village?
Yes, you can pay with your phone.
What?
Whoa. It changed lenses for that shot, though.
Drink?
Yeah, I'll have no, I'll just have a Coke.
Last the big spenders.
You are a judgmental bartender.
That woman out there, can you see her?
She must be bloody freezing, man.
Do you know who she is?
I've never seen her. Why? Who is she?
Just like out of a
No.
Italian witch movie.
You should try asking her in.
She's not with me. She's just following me.
What for?
I don't know.
This is a haunting. This is a legend here.
If there's a woman following you, have you tried asking her why?
I never would have thought of that.
No.
Oh my God.
I'll ask you now. It's my phone for my tea.
No. You're the only nice one in here.
Could you ask her? There was a friend of mine in a yellow duffel coat. Could you just ask her if she's seen him?
He's dressed like Paddington.
Black guy, 5'10".
Well, give it a go.
They acknowledge he's a black guy.
Oh, look out.
That's what I'm talking about, Doctor Who.
Woo! Black people exist!
Following's the wrong word. She comes so far, and it's like she stays away and never comes any closer.
I suppose, to coin a new word in Latin, it would be semper distans, always distant.
That's very creative. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh my God, Josh is running.
It's his wife shouting at it.
He saw that woman and he ran away. He ran away like the devil was on his bum. Who is she?
I don't know.
It seems that Josh is semper distans.
Words catching on. Mavity.
Mavity!
See, I was with my friend, and we walked into this thing up on the cliff tops. A circle of cotton, little toy things like charms and just like a witchcraft.
Is this like, yeah, some curse come to life?
What do you mean, cotton?
Like strands with these things.
Witchcraft is a very strong word.
It exists here.
I just meant it's like...
Where was it?
Up on the cliffs, a couple of miles that way.
It's what they call a fairy circle. You walked into it. Did you break it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. No, but it was by mistake. I mean...
it doesn't matter.
The cliff tops are a boundary between the land and the sea. A liminal space neither here nor there where rules are suspended.
What?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then there's the blood.
What blood are you talking about?
Why Wales has so many picturesque little castles.
Medieval shit?
They were torture centers set up by the English to rule with fear.
Medieval shit.
Medieval shit? Evil medieval shit?
This land is a powerful place. It's said that he walks through the gaps, the spiteful one.
He would never disrespect the circle or do anything like that. And I walked away as soon as it said rest in peace.
Yikes!
Oh no.
Little scrolls.
You read them?
Why did you do that?
Well, they were there.
Whatever spell was cast in this circle is now broken.
What else did they say?
Rest in peace, Mad Jack.
This is totally like an old-timey haunting movie.
Thought it was someone's dog or something.
Oh, say that to Mad Jack's face.
Why? Who was he?
He was insane. And he's dead. But now she's broken the circle.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Love the way this is shot.
Binding his soul to rest in peace.
Semper distance.
Semper distance to keep him away. And if that woman outside is his herald, Mad Jack is unbound.
Well, what happened to the doctor?
Ooh.
Oh, don't. What the hell have you done?
No, that's just someone at the door.
You wouldn't come here, you go home.
There's no home to go to, you idiot. Not anymore.
He drank in this pub.
Oh.
He called this place home.
That is not Mad Jack out there.
Then
It was his
answer the
cheers.
door.
Then answer the door. What a retort. That's so good.
Maybe it's the doctor just trying to get in.
Hurry up, I got my hands full. You got enough passes here for 2 weeks.
Whenever they cut to that special lens on her close-up, and like some timey-wimey is happening too, and I bet the doctor's on the other side of it.
People come from outside, they think we're all witches and druids. Walked into a piece of string. Can I stand you a pint? Eddie?
Wow, this town is great at improv.
Yes, everybody's in for the bit.
I mean, that's very real. Ooh,
Well done.
well done, match cut. Holy shit,
Damn.
that was impressive.
And with the going from rain to shine too.
I just hate how woke this show is.
Yeah, that's all I can think
It's
about.
the one thing ruining all of it for me.
Ugh.
You know what I mean, guys?
There's one woman talking to a different woman. Good variety of tones. Oh, what a good shot too. So good.
I made it very clear to Josh, you will be packing and going.
She can't go anywhere.
And we won't see you again as of today.
Wowie.
What if I'm right?
You might be right.
What if it's her stranded here?
Yeah. Trying to warn her. Go back.
Look, maybe I should just go home. I haven't even known you for that long anyway, but, you know, maybe this is what you do. But if you come back, I would love to see you again. God, I'd just absolutely love it.
Love is the answer.
I'm going now. Okay? You win.
It's creepy every time they cut to her.
Nice. This is like a Mike Flanagan episode of Doctor Who.
Here she is.
Sharp editing.
Here she is, all safe and sound.
Utilization of sound design for their transitions is excellent.
Look, I didn't tell you everything.
Uh-oh.
Look out the window.
Oh, jeez.
There's this woman.
Oh, no. Don't go talk to her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very haunting of Hill House.
If I can approach her, then I'll phone you.
Why don't you just stay on the phone?
Hi.
Then I can talk to her.
You should
Then you
FaceTime.
can hear what she's got to say.
No, but I've told you, everyone she talks to, they just run away.
Yes, but Welsh people.
All right, well, just be careful, okay?
Welsh people, sound off in the comments. Mrs. Slut.
You're standing in the street on the phone to your own mother.
Yeah.
Stay on the phone.
Nothing to do with me.
Put her on speaker.
Nothing to do with me. Kind of looks like her, though.
She looks like what she looks like.
What does that mean?
She looks like what she is.
What's she saying?
Uh-oh.
Mum, don't listen to her! Please
God
don't
damn
do
it.
this to me, Mum! Mum, don't do this to me, Mum!
No.
Mum, please stop! Mum!
Oh, my God. Oh.
And she can never catch up to her.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's like they abandon out of anger.
Or like they learn something so terrible it like drives you mad.
A strange
Oh.
curse.
Yeah.
Mum, phone me back. Just tell me what she said. Just talk to me, okay? Just please phone me back.
Do we need to get like snipers and
Yeah. You need to like drop a metal cage on her. Microphones inside.
The one we saw inside your kitchen with the cheese, and we can sit down and just pretend that. Hang on.
Oh, is the door locked? Are all the doors gonna be locked? None of your keys work.
Grant, are you in there? Come on, you can't change the locks on me, come on!
Whoa, they match cuts.
Please stop calling or go away.
That is hard.
Daughter. Except you're not. Even your real mother didn't want you.
Wow.
I take it that's the woman.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, what?
I'm Kate Lethbridge Stewart, and I think I can help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was over a year ago. She's put an injunction out against me, my own mother.
A year?
We have a tradition of helping the Doctor's former companions once they return to a normal life.
This is very normal. Snowing again.
We're the Unified Intelligence Task Force created to investigate the extraterrestrial and more the supernatural.
There we go.
We thought the Doctor was silent.
Oh, I know. I keep wondering how the world survives without him.
Well, that's classified. I think this timeline might be suspended along your event.
What?
Yeah.
And you can take us to the TARDIS.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. I'm actually surprised no one's reported it, really.
It has a perception filter. People notice it, but sort of don't.
Oh, that's cool.
I wonder if it's connected, if landing a perception filter on top of that circle has affected things.
Ooh.
Sound theory?
What if a vampire bites a werewolf?
And if you sit in a room with no windows?
No, I can't see her. I know she's there. 73 yards. I have measured it 100 times. I've measured it 1,000 times. It's 73 yards.
Why exactly? It's 73.
Because I keep thinking, if I cut her off, I might die.
Ooh.
We see something inexplicable and invent the rules to make it work. Mankind saw the sunrise and created God, or we saw the arrival of a Sontaran, one or the other.
She said Sontaran.
We photographed her, but this is the only image we can get.
Oh, I know.
Weird.
She only registers from the point of view of an average person's 20/20 eyesight from 73 yards, 219 feet, 66.7 meters. But it proves you're not going mad.
Ah, thank you.
Let's bring her in.
How?
But she won't. If you talk to her, I don't know, she does something.
We have telepathic dampeners, mesmeric shielding, and necklaces of silver and salt in case of witchcraft. Don't worry.
Wow, and they're full on supernatural now.
Go, go, go!
All units.
What?
Oh, they got the sniper.
Hey, got him! They got him! He's got a salt bullet in there.
Do not
They're
talk
all-
to her, do not look her in the eyes, do not engage with her in any way, just bring her in.
Oh, they're all going to abandon.
Oh, shit.
I said do not engage!
No, Kate, what she think?
Uh-oh, it's going to get in Kate's earpiece. Oh, shit.
It's
in Kate's ear. Kate's listening now.
No.
Disengage.
It's funny. You saw the profile of Kate the entire time, and the first time you see the first close-up is when she disengages.
Gotta say, Ruby is keeping the drips going, though. She's
The
looking
gift
great.
box in the back.
Love that sweater.
And you know what? I'm not complaining. But I say, let's go away. Let's go to New York.
Living a whole life and everything.
Yeah.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I've got to ask. Is there someone else?
Wow.
30 years old now.
Strange.
It's just sometimes I get the impression you're not really listening, like you're drifting off, thinking of something else. Well, like now, to be honest.
It's when she's got her strongest hold on you.
40 years old. I think it's her, John.
I think it might be.
I think I called it right away. How cool of a guy would I be if I called it right away?
He would be the coolest guy.
Give myself the biggest pat on the
I started off as a pizza delivery boy. I worked on a fruit stall in Swansea Market. Hospital porter, security guard. I was a jack of all trades. Mad Jack, they used to call me.
Whoa!
What?
Mad Jack.
Roger at Gwilliam. That's a bad example of the Welsh terrifying. The most dangerous prime minister in history.
Whoa! 2046!
Whoa.
It's been 22 years.
Whoa.
But it's taken me all this time to realize what I'm here to do.
Stop the nuclear war.
I'm gonna save the world. Come on. We've got work to do.
What?
Becoming friends with your dark passenger.
Just learn to manage it. You feed the Babadook just enough.
I thought I'd volunteer.
What for exactly?
Anything at all. I'll do leaflets, answering the phones, just tell me what to do and I'll do anything. Hey, I'll even carry the coats.
Jeez.
I have pledged to defend our borders and set us up on high as one of the greatest nations in the world.
But we're members of NATO.
When did NATO ever, fire a nuclear missile? Ever?
Are
you saying that you actually want to fire a nuclear missile?
Oh my God.
We'll cut that bit out, right?
Oh, dang. Mad Jack.
What are you going to do to this guy?
You got to kill him. Also, they've got
you with
her.
us?
Or are you against us?
Yes, my name's Ruby.
What about her? Girl over there. She one of ours?
She's on Danny's team. She's a volunteer.
What's her name?
Why?
Because I want to hit on her.
Marty Bridges.
Boy's name?
I declare that Roger Ap Gwilliam is duly elected as Member of Parliament for the constituency.
Come on.
Wow, the way the world is evolving. So what's happened with Kate Stewart this whole time?
I don't know.
I feel like there'd be like so many supernatural and scientific disasters just erupting left and right. If
You
they're
would
just out of
think
commission, or are they just ignoring Ruby?
Are they just ignoring this?
Good news.
What happened to you?
I know he's brilliant.
Uh.
But sometimes, I don't know, I think he gives me the shivers. Oh, he is a monster.
Wow.
What kind?
Do not step on the grass. This place has a capacity of 30,000 plus 10,000 on the pitch. It's going to be amazing.
It's like one of our live shows.
That's right, man. We packed this place. Real Rejects UK.
He still says hello to every single person. I'd love to meet him face to face.
Prime Minister now. We don't get access anymore. Our job's on the sidelines.
Literally, right now.
Roger said there's room for you at the party Saturday night.
He must be very abusive to
You
her.
by name. They're saying it's going to be wild.
And we're not invited.
Yeah, but you're going to tell us about it, right? Every detail.
They won't be watching, though. The whole world. Who cares about the British Prime Minister making a speech in Cardiff?
That's the point. They'll listen if he's got something to say.
If he's got a missile on hand to launch.
There are rumours.
About?
They say Saturday is when control transfers.
What? For what?
We're purchasing the nuclear arsenal from Pakistan.
What?
Oh, you can just buy that?
And on Saturday, Roger will declare us independent from NATO.
Whoa.
Saturday, Roger Ap Gwilliam gets the codes.
Oh, then we could fire a missile.
Yeah.
It's symbolic. The moment's completely symbolic.
We gotta send that old woman.
I'm sorry it took so long, because I think I'll only get one chance. And I had to make sure I
Oh
was
my.
right. But I wish I could have helped you.
What?
Get us coffee while you're there.
Ruby Sunday, FBI.
Yeah.
Ruby, I said keep off the grass. Get off the pitch, love.
What if the witch lady comes onto the
73
pitch?
yards. You can measure.
What's she doing?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, there are no unofficial photos, thank you.
55 yards.
Put that down.
Calculating.
56 yards.
Ruby,
Oh.
get off the pitch.
63 yards.
Ruby,
64
what are you doing?
Wow, they are getting ready to shoot.
73 yards.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Wow.
Oh my god, what if it doesn't work?
Move to your left so it's right on top of him. Oh my god. Marty, you're free.
The Irish Cabriona has stepped forward to take control and has already promised what he calls a more lenient and listening government.
Interesting.
We did it, old lady.
Is that it? Hey, is that what you were for?
Huh. Safeguard set in place by the doctor.
Can you leave me alone?
She's got to introduce her to everyone on Earth. Everyone. Oh, jeez. She lived a whole lifespan playing Roy.
I can't drive any closer. I can't get a signal for the engine this far out.
It's fine.
Signal for the engine.
I haven't been here in such a long time. Beautiful view.
That's great old lady makeup.
Yeah. The re-aging technology is flawless.
Why do you people put flowers here?
I don't think they know. I presume she must be gone, my mother. No one ever told me.
Jeez.
And I didn't find my birth mother. It never snowed again.
Wow.
But I keep thinking, I know why. The one, and I've been thinking about it my whole life.
It's like a tombstone she's talking to.
Or telling the doctor's memory.
And I think at the end, I have hope. Because that's very you, isn't it, my old friend? I dare to hope.
Or is it just the TARDIS's juju?
I've set the light, Ruby. If you wake up in the night, you say light out loud, and it comes on.
Wow, this is insane.
Anything else you need?
I could make it snow once upon a time.
Oh.
Don't worry, everyone has abandoned me my whole life.
Jeez.
But I haven't been alone for 65 years.
Fascinating.
Light off.
Irony of the shadow.
Light.
Whoa. Eerie. That is so eerie.
Oh, and the wind. Are you part of some circle? Are you becoming her?
Take me.
I was sorry I took so long, and I tried so hard. What else could I do? It took all these years.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the tree.
Spectacular! We are in Wales!
Wow.
What else could I do?
You know what? I've been to Wales 3 times now. I went to see Shy Girl in Cardiff.
Yeah?
And then went to Mumbles because of a boy. I think I broke his heart. Well, there you go.
Bless him.
Who's she? What, over there?
Where?
There was a woman.
Well, she's not there anymore.
Maybe she was looking for someone?
Oh, honey, what a beautiful thing.
But
Is it?
It's a fairy circle.
I have questions.
Yes.
Give them their respect, Ruby. Let them rest in peace, like your mysterious woman.
Oh, she was there.
Wow.
What was the 3rd time that you've been to Wales? You said you've been 3 times? What was the other one?
Oh, I suppose must have been
Just now.
now.
Astepro and go, it's faster, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, I got so excited. They know I got excited when they wanted to partner up with us yet again. And let me tell you why. See, a couple months ago when we were first approached by them for our first sponsored agreement, I wanted to try them out before agreeing to do a sponsorship with them. Reason being is because I get terrible allergies. Roxy Stride, whenever she shows up here, usually points it out because she happens to catch me on the days when my allergies are acting up. And on top of that too, I have a deviated septum, so I often have a difficult time breathing through my right nostril. I'm a person who needs a nasal allergy spray, needless to say. Didn't mean to rhyme bars. And when I used Astepro, I fell in love. I really believe in this allergy spray. They sent me over that one sample, so the bottle you see in my hand, I don't know what number bottle this is that I personally bought myself. So please, let me tell you a little bit more about them. Astepro is a first-of-its-kind nasal allergy spray, and it is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working in 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays, they take hours. It's the first and only 24-hour steroid-free allergy spray. It delivers full prescription-strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. For anyone who experiences allergies or congestion, you know that no matter what you're doing, you just perform better once you get that cleared up. Astepro has been the faster pro. It's been the fastest working one for me. So if you want to experience the joy with me, you can get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astepro. You can go to asteproallergy.com for a discount so you can use Astepro and go. ASTEPRO allergy.com. It's faster, bro. I love it. I say it every time I pick up my bottle. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies. Buying via through our link is also a fantastic way to support the channel. Lets you know that we were the ones who directed you there. I really do believe in them. I've been buying them myself. I heavily vouch for them, Reject Nation. Give them a shot. Thank you. Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I really enjoyed that a lot. That was awesome. I have questions immediately about the end, though.
Yes.
That I have to address.
Yes.
Is it okay, John, if I proceed?
I don't know if I can handle anything other than incredible praise and or incredible derision, depending on which half of the audience I'm a part of.
Well, okay. She goes through this whole journey, finds this purpose with this. It is her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she literally like assumes her perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And goes through this whole journey and prevents something terrible from going down. And then she goes back in time.
Yeah.
And then all those terrible things going to happen. Like, what was the purpose of all that? It's kind of like my question, you know, because then that guy will still become prime minister.
No, he won't anymore.
Why?
Because she never set him free. I am a little confused of the mechanic of he mentions this guy and us, unless breaking the fairy circle doesn't stop Mad Jack from whatever happened to make him dead. Like there's that whole thing, rest in peace, Mad Jack. So like I don't know if that.
But he says what the doctor says in 2024. Like, what year are you again? And he goes 24. So doesn't matter.
2040 something. Yeah.
2046, because it was like 20 years later when she's 40 and she's like 21 here in the show, right?
Yeah.
So by the time it's going to, I feel like okay. There's one thing I have to check. Sure. I have to see when that line of dialogue was brought up. Hold on a second, guys. Everyone, shut up. I'm feeling the silence here as I am absorbing the lines here. When does he say it? Does he say it before?
Or does he say it after?
Oh, he says, I've been to Wales twice here. Yep. This is what she's saying?
Yep.
And when was the third time is what she, at the end she says when's the third time, but at the beginning it's okay. He's saying that to her before they step on the circle, though.
Yeah.
So those events would have happened, or is the show implying that he came into existence because of stepping on the circle?
I guess, I suppose then it would just be that he is inevitably going to assume this position. Maybe the rest in peace Mad Jack is a bit of a red herring, I suppose. I don't know.
I mean,
because we only get to see this version of the future, and I mean, it certainly felt like there was some kind of weird dimensional bleed happening, but I couldn't quite tell. Like, I feel like there's a weirdo branchy timeline thing happening with this episode that I'm not 100% sure how to click into the rest of it, just because, you know, once they step on the fairy circle, the doctor's completely gone, and all this stuff that seems pretty hard to just like reverse happens, and this version of her completes this circle, but she's also happening simultaneously. So it is like very timey-wimey in one sense, but yes, I'm also a bit confused about whether this was inevitable or if it's actually some kind of, I mean, something supernatural is happening here, because clearly if they never broke the fairy circle, then nothing would have happened.
But did she prevent all that stuff from going down?
I think they're walking into a newer timeline where that stuff doesn't go down. And I don't know. I mean,
even though the doctor is saying 20 years from now, before they broke the line.
That is the only line of, that's kind of the one line in the episode that makes me question how everything works, because it certainly seems as though in not treading on the circle, they're able to proceed onto at least a timeline where everything's right, or at least as it should be. So, yeah, I don't know if it's because of the fact that they bring up that thing about, like, oh, what if you land a perception filter on top of some kind of magically charged juju thing? You know, is there bleed? What happens there? And maybe due to that, like, Ruby living through this alternate timeline where there is no doctor anymore and this guy comes to power, maybe her simple presence, you know, there is kind of what creates that. But then also they need to step on the thing in order to, if my interpretation / theory is correct, then they would need to step on the thing before that timeline opens up. So I'm not certain.
All right.
I feel like this is definitely excited for the Who Culture video and to see what people have to say about the mechanics of that.
Yeah, you guys leave down everything below. All we know is it came full circle. Like the circle. Isn't that neato? Like NATO? Yeah, you referenced Flanagan early on, and it does seem like, in comparison, like Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor, the 5th episode of both of those focuses on a female character where you kind of watch them through some version of time. It's like a solo focused episode spanning like many different events, watching this crazy journey with a plot twist at the end. And that I do wonder if Russell T Davies did take a page straight out of that, considering the similarities in that aspect.
Yeah.
And, just like tonal wise and certain mood elements and certain ways it's shot did feel a little Shyamalan and Flanagan. I really enjoyed it. I thought like the handling of the time span was great, and I didn't find myself missing the Doctor. No. I was really invested in Ruby's journey the whole time. The WTF of the entire situation had me really wrapped up in it. Yeah, spooky stuff, Johnny.
Truly.
Spooky stuff, man.
Eerie.
And Millie Gibson did an amazing job here.
Yeah, this had a lot of really fun flavors, and I
Bit of
think
an It Follows thing too.
Definitely, yeah. They're borrowing from a few horror-centric things.
Surprised we didn't reference It Follows once the entire time, when it is so, out of anything to reference, it's It Follows.
Yeah, and even the way she ultimately like gets it to him is sort of like, yeah, how do I learn the rules of this thing and then use it to my advantage? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an interesting touchstone. And in spirit of that kind of movie where it is like some kind of thing that's intrinsically tied to you, whatever this creeping, lurking, always proceeding presence is, it's interesting, yeah, because there are a lot of fun stylistic horror traditions across this episode, and like, when they're on the cliffs, it has one sort of aesthetic, like they're all very unified, but yeah, when you're on the cliffs, it feels like one kind of, more countryside sort of horror movie. Then you go into the pub and it feels like one of those, like a bunch of strangers trapped in a, rainy something, intrigue and paranoia, blah, blah, blah. Then we go to the city, all that stuff. Like, yeah, there's a lot of lovely styles, and those stories they're borrowing from are always using the supernatural as the personification of some type of either trauma and or misdoing, and I think that's like the big thing I keep wondering about, because I love the way this episode like laid itself out and proceeded, the way it was paced, the way it was realized. I think Shyamalan and Flanagan both have a lot of that love for classic, again, like big old spooky house movies where it is like, yeah, how do we just use the room to our advantage and show people's faces in ways that are especially as expressive camera-wise. I mean, it's weird. It's like I loved most of this, and I think it's really cool when the absence of somebody is its own type of presence in the Doctor, because that's just a constant mystery in itself. This is one where I would definitely feel like I want to watch this again and note how it all works together, because I feel like there could be something in there that would explain this, because there's still also that element of there were certain times, because they would do a lot of...
Well, Kate Stewart said something about timelines.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, because they were also doing that visual thing where a lot of times they were shooting Millie Gibson head on, but there were a few times where they would choose an especially long lens with an especially blurred out background, and then it would be the transition point between like, everyone in the pub is really paranoid, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's a guy at the door and it's a joke and everyone's laughing and they're like, it's racist to assume that this is witchcraft, it's just a tradition. And those things didn't feel so much like... It played into the trope of like, oh, we're dialing up some tension and then relieving it with the fact that everyone's just kidding. But I didn't actually believe everyone was just kidding. I felt like we were dipping onto another piece of time. So like in that sense, it almost feels like we saw snippets of like the normal trip to Cardiff they were supposed to have. What probably happens toward the end, or what's going to happen after the events of them walking off at the end, are probably the more pleasant aspects of what we saw in her journey here. But also, yeah, I'm still kind of working out how that switchover works and why it works.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it seems like there's at least another timeline bleeding over, and maybe it's just because maybe this is where Mad Jack was buried or something like that, and maybe it begs the greater question, I guess, about multiverses and butterfly effects, and like, are multiple timelines just always there, always happening, fixed? And it's not like, oh, you're creating a branch that maybe doesn't get created. It's just like all the branches are there, and it's whether or not you trip onto one versus, you know, it begs more questions about how time works, which in some ways is part of the fun. It is in a show like this or fiction like this, I'll allow a certain margin of opacity for like, maybe I don't get it, but I kind of like that because I can wonder about it. But there's a fine line between that and like, this doesn't work and is a device to get to certain kinds of moments or whatever. And I'm still not sure which one it is with this episode.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Overall, though, the experience and the journey, I kind of feel like that's sort of the point, is to take in just the experience and the journey. Because part of me, as an audience member, goes, oh, that's kind of a bummer that she goes through this crazy experience, and yet she's not going to have any of the memories. They hint that like kind of lingers in there, like a feeling lingers in there when she says, "That was my third time," which is the one change in dialogue. When then the doctor asks, like, "What was your third time?" Because at the beginning she says, "I've only been to Wales twice," and when you go through all that and you don't remember any of that, but part of it is like, oh, but it doesn't matter about the ending; it's about the journey. So I kind of feel like that was the point, is just to go on this random journey with her, and the journey was really cool. Yeah. What did happen to the doctor though the entire time? That is a good question. There are questions here. There are ponderous questions.
I also wonder if any of the things that are harder to decipher in this episode have anything to do with the long game regarding Ruby, because maybe, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's not that wild of a theory to be like, she's got Time Lord something or other. So like maybe that plays into it too.
Yeah. I mean, and I was right.
And Miss Flood, you were right.
I was right.
You called it. You got this.
I bet I'm the only one who called it.
You probably, maybe
I'm the only
maybe
one.
You're the only one who called it authentically.
Only
like
one.
Puts, you know, there's a difference between calling things and just throwing out every possible theory and claiming the one that's right. And you called that one.
I called that one.
So, you know,
sound.
Yeah, you might be the only one who actually called.
Once Doctor was gone, it was like, plot twist.
Oh, here we go.
Coming in.
And then the next episode, we'll see what the Doctor was doing this whole time.
He was in the TARDIS.
He was just making pottery in the TARDIS.
He was in his shed.
Yeah.
But no, I loved it. I thought that was still great. That was a really cool episode. I like that for the last 3 episodes, they've done some really experimental elements and a lot of horror too, which tickles my fancy, as you guys say. Or in London, they go, "Tickle my bum."
That's right. Tickle my knickers.
Right? That's what they say in London. That's how you guys talk, our UK audience.
Yeah. Yeah. Up the peaches and pears.
Yeah. Do you like a spot of tea?
Hey, governor. Crikey.
We say herb because there's an H in there.
Yes, but we also say aluminium. Because what's another extra I, right?
Yeah. Honoring our UK audience in a respectful manner.
We love all of you.
Anyway, guys.
We do, though. Thank you for putting up with us.
Yeah, there's some puzzling questions, though. Puzzling questions. Can't wait to see how the rest of this unfolds. That Ruby mystery. It feels like it's way more like a Ruby season than it is a Doctor season in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
it feels like it's a real equal part. If anything, actually, now that I think about it.
Co-leads.
They really do feel like co-leads. I feel like this might shape up to be one of the best companion-doctor relationships that have ever existed, just due to because you know, like one of the best episodes of all time is Blink, which was sort of reminded me of, in terms of focusing on a blonde woman with a horrible haunting, but that wasn't a companion, you know, that was Carey Mulligan playing herself.
It's just a lady.
It's Carey Mulligan, and this episode was focused on the companion going through that journey. And so I do think this might be.
That's pretty smart. Yeah. To avoid the whole, like, they're just along for the ride. You make part of, or a big part of the mystery of the season, them. Who are you? What are you? And why?
I mean, we've done that.
We've done that, yeah.
But this seems to be like really about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems to be heavily like focused on that.
True that.
Which I appreciate. But guys, what did you think about the episode? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Are they ruining Doctor Who? Leave your thoughts down below. I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Subscribe, leave a like, pick yourself up an All-On t-shirt. I gotta call them.
All-On
Tell them to rename it in honor of John. And hey, let's do a patron of the day shout out. London Miller.
Yo, London.
You sound like you're from London.
Ah, Miller. It's a classic name.
That's why you got this show, mate.
That's right. What are you doing? You having a spot of tea?
Yo, you having yourself some cupcakes?
Getting some crumpets and riding the tube?
You're gonna call me on the telly?
Hey, you're gonna watch Top of the Pops?
Oh, British Bake Off.
Oh, the Great British Bake Off, the Great British Painting Show. There's so many great British competitions.
Landon, this shout out has nothing to do with you, I've noticed.
Gordon Ramsay.
I wanted to say, Landon, that this channel, plain and simple, wouldn't exist without you.
Kate Beckinsale.
The entire time we've been running this channel, it has all been to come full circle back to you.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I've just known this entire time that if we can reach your heart and, more importantly, reach your wallet,
Dame Judi Dench,
to be able to get to our Patreon, I know we will have succeeded.
Helen Mirren.
So, Landon, thank you so much for helping us have a fantastic year.
Christian Bale's Welsh.
Thank you for sending me photos of yourself. My wife thought I was cheating, and I said, no, it's just photos. I got this whole debate about whether or not that's actually cheating if I'm not physically touching you.
King
Not
Henry.
physically interacting. She said it's like an emotional affair, still like online cyber cheating. And I was like, okay, fine, you win. So I had to delete the photos.
Ian McKellen.
I'm sorry. But regardless, I appreciate it. I stored them in a hard drive, though. She doesn't know anything about this. Stored them in a hard drive. Drove up to the top of a mountain with a shovel.
Jason Statham.
Buried the hard drive in a sand pile next to this dead body that I buried a long time ago. And
Emily
that's
Blunt.
where your photos reside.
Naomi
And
Harris.
in 20 years, there's a plant growing over it. 20 years, I will go visit it, and then I will retrieve the hard drive, knowing on the love that I really missed out on.
Orlando Bloom.
I'm stuck by my wife. Anyway, Landon, I love you.
Love ya.
Oh, John, you're supposed to end on another final celebrity name. That was the that was a perfect punchline setup. What is wrong with you?
All right. Give me
Jesus
a minute.
Christ.
Give me a minute.
It's Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
There's well, Kahneman's there. I think you said them all.
Yep, we did it.